It's happening. The sky has just witnessed the greatest illumination of 2025, the final and most powerful supermoon of the year. Its light doesn't simply fall upon the world, it pierces through it. The veil between the seen and unseen has thinned into nothing, and now the portal stands wide open. Most people walked beneath this moon unaware of what just occurred, scrolling through their routines as if the sky wasn't declaring a new era. But you felt it. You noticed the sudden stillness in the air, the silent hum behind every thought, the sense that something vast was shifting beneath the surface of reality. You weren't trying to force outcomes or chase signs, you simply knew. Because this isn't subtle energy, it's undeniable. The moment you opened your eyes under that glowing sphere, your frequency began to rise, whether you realized it or not. This wave doesn't move softly. It drops like a cosmic heartbeat, pulsing through every mind and every timeline. Even the ones who don't speak the language of energy have felt it, that mysterious edge of emotion, the urge to change, the restless clarity they can't explain. The collective consciousness has shifted, and now awareness is contagious. You can see it in sudden mood swings, unexpected decisions, people questioning what they once accepted blindly. It's not chaos, it's activation. The world is waking up cell by cell, thought by thought, soul by soul. And while many will simply feel different without knowing why, those who have walked this road of inner work for years, the quiet healers, the patient warriors, the ones who kept their faith through the storms, will experience this energy in an entirely different way. If you are one of them, this message is for you. Before we dive deeper, take a breath and anchor yourself here. You are not reading this by accident. The same current that illuminated the world led you to this moment. If you feel that recognition in your heart, let this be your sign. Subscribe so that you never lose touch with these divine alignments, and comment the sacred number 999 below, your manifestation code, the signal to the universe that you are ready for completion, release, and renewal. When thousands of awakened souls write 999 together, it becomes more than a number. It becomes a portal of collective energy, a digital altar of transformation. Add your light to it. Now understand this. This moon isn't simply another full moon. It's the culmination of every inner decision you made when no one was watching. It carries the compounded interest of your unseen growth, every act of restraint, every prayer whispered through uncertainty, every time you chose integrity over comfort. Those quiet moments built a frequency strong enough to attract recognition from the universe itself. This is not beginner's energy. This is veteran soul energy, the reward of those who didn't perform spirituality for applause, but lived it when life tested every fiber of their faith. You didn't post about alignment, you became alignment. You didn't chase validation, you cultivated stillness. You built your strength in silence, while others sought shortcuts, and now the heavens respond accordingly. The supermoon sees you. It remembers the nights you wrestled with doubt, yet refused to abandon the light. It remembers your discipline, your sacrifices, the days you walked alone, but stayed loyal to the truth that lives inside you. Spiritual power isn't forged in comfort. It's tempered in fire, in those hours where life feels unfair, yet you choose to evolve instead of escape. And tonight, that effort reaches maturity. The final supermoon doesn't test you, it rewards you. This isn't another round of lessons. It's divine confirmation that you are finally on time for your destiny. because timing is everything. The universe never forgets those who remain faithful while nothing seems to work. For the ones who kept going through silence, this moon is your receipt of alignment. It multiplies your intentions, magnifies your clarity, and stabilizes your direction. You weren't early, you weren't late. You were right where the divine clock needed you to be. And now, the hands move forward, unlocking doors that were sealed until your frequency could match them. You'll know this truth not by dramatic miracles, but by subtle certainties. You'll sense the echo in your body, that calm knowing that whispers, "I made it." This is the moon that clears illusions, not gently, but absolutely. It gathers everything the year tried to teach you. The losses, lessons, delayed victories, ignored intuitions, and refracts them into a single beam of clarity. It doesn't ask questions. It announces answers. What was hidden comes to light. What was postponed demands presence. This isn't chaos descending, it's truth ascending. The universe never repeats lessons. It just raises the volume until we finally listen. So if your life suddenly feels loud with realizations, if old excuses crumble in your hands, know this: the supermoon isn't punishing you, it's promoting you. It's saying, you're ready to live what you've been preparing for. There is a reason this final supermoon bears the ancient name of the beaver moon, not for folklore or symbol, but for the essence it embodies, the call to build. Instinctively, you may already feel it, that quiet, grounded surge to organize, to structure, to prepare. This isn't about rushing or hustling. It's about constructing your reality with the patience of divine architecture. Something deep within you whispers, enough drifting. It's time to build what lasts. This isn't the shallow motivation of a New Year's promise or a fleeting spark of inspiration. This is the quiet click of alignment, the moment when your inner world finally agrees with your outer direction. The beaver moon doesn't glorify chaos. It brings order. It's the moon of the architect, the creator who doesn't chase opportunities, but constructs them. It ignites a desire to clean, to plan, to refine, to protect what truly matters. You may find yourself wanting to tidy your space, review your finances, reset your habits, or cut off distractions, not because something feels broken, but because your soul just decided it's ready for stability. And that's the secret of this moon's energy. It doesn't come with noise, it comes with maturity. It's the vibration of strategic peace. You'll notice that you no longer crave the dramatic highs of constant excitement. You crave clarity. You want your energy to flow efficiently, not endlessly. You'll start filtering who gets access to your time, realizing that your presence is a currency. This moon doesn't ask you to do more. It teaches you to be more deliberate with everything you do. Many will feel a natural urge to rebuild from the inside out. You might start setting firm boundaries, protecting your mental space, or letting go of routines that once made you feel productive, but now feel pointless. You'll start to see that busy was never the goal. Alignment was. Every system you build now, every new habit, every step of discipline will anchor you deeper into your purpose. Because this moon favors those who move with intention. It doesn't bless scattered motion. It blesses focus. You may feel a strange calm overtaking you. Not passivity, but assurance. That sense of inner stillness is your higher self taking the wheel. It knows the route better than your fears do. You've tried forcing, chasing, controlling. Now, life invites you to construct consciously. The supermoon asks, what foundation are you standing on? Is it built from pressure or from peace? This is the time to relay the bricks of your life, not in reaction, but in revelation. The builder frequency isn't about grinding yourself into exhaustion. It's about grounding yourself into clarity. You no longer need to prove your worth through productivity. The energy of this season honors depth, not display. It's the era of sustainable growth, where what you start now, if built with integrity, will stand for years. Spirituality has never been about escaping the world. It's about creating a world you no longer need to escape from. And that's what this moon calls you toward. It awakens the part of you that is both dreamer and designer, the one who doesn't just imagine the life they want, but shapes it brick by brick through devotion. This is divine craftsmanship, the sacred art of turning inner wisdom into outer form. If you've been feeling scattered lately or pulled in many directions, expect that fog to lift. Suddenly, what matters will sharpen into focus, and what doesn't will dissolve without resistance. You'll notice a natural snapback, like your energy is returning home to its rightful rhythm. You'll start to see where your time leaks away, and you'll patch it with purpose. You'll feel guided to make moves that build longevity instead of temporary satisfaction. This moon isn't about chasing sparks. It's about kindling a fire that lasts through winter. The beaver moon reminds you, true power doesn't shout. It's the silent momentum of consistent action. This isn't the season for shortcuts, impulsive leaps, or shiny distractions. It's for systems that honor your future self. Because every time you organize, you're declaring faith in the life you're becoming. Every time you simplify, you're telling the universe, I trust that what's real will remain. You may even feel drawn to review your habits with surgical honesty, how you spend your mornings, how you manage your money, how you treat your body, how you speak to yourself. Each small choice builds or breaks your next chapter. This moon blesses discipline not because it's hard, but because it's holy. Discipline is devotion in motion, the quiet love language between you and your destiny. As you align your actions, you'll feel something deeper shift. The old tendency to wait for signs will fade. Because now you understand that you are the sign. Your grounded movement is the miracle. The sacred doesn't arrive from outside. It flows through your daily devotion, your repeated choices, your unwavering faith. This is the moon where the spiritual becomes practical, where light becomes structure. So when you feel that urge to rearrange, to clean, to plan, to design your days, honor it. You're not overthinking. You're building temples of order inside chaos. You're shaping your energetic architecture so your blessings have somewhere solid to land. Every small act of clarity becomes a brick in the kingdom you were always meant to build. And soon, you'll look around and realize something remarkable, that everything stable, peaceful, and purposeful in your life didn't appear by accident. It was constructed through consciousness. You didn't stumble into alignment. You built it, patiently, faithfully, one divine decision at a time. You'll notice how clearly it reflects your default self, the version of you that reacts without choosing, that operates on habit rather than awareness. Most people go their whole lives ruled by that automatic self. But under this light, you begin to catch it mid-motion. You'll see patterns reveal themselves in real time, the way you respond to discomfort, the ways you avoid your calling, the subtle habits that sabotage your peace. The difference now is that you're no longer inside them, you're watching them. You've stepped outside the loop. This clarity isn't punishment, it's liberation. The moon is holding up a mirror and saying, this is who you've been when you weren't looking. And when you finally see it, without denial, without judgment, something shifts. Awareness is a kind of alchemy. Once you see the old program, it can no longer run you. Suddenly, you're not reacting, you're choosing. You're not repeating, you're reprogramming. You're not surviving, you're ascending. You might feel an odd discomfort in this phase, almost like meeting yourself for the first time after years of pretending you already knew who that was. Don't mistake it for regression. It's recognition. Old tendencies may resurface, not to haunt you, but to give you one last look before they leave for good. The universe isn't trying to test your progress. It's letting you graduate consciously. The moon shows you the echoes of who you used to be, so you can release them with intention instead of avoidance. If emotions rise unexpectedly, shame, nostalgia, frustration, let them surface without resistance. They're simply the final signals of a self you've outgrown. You're not breaking down, you're being redesigned. And as your awareness heightens, your reactions soften. You'll start catching yourself before repeating old cycles. You'll stop explaining your growth to people committed to misunderstanding it. You'll stop apologizing for your boundaries. You'll stop performing stability and start embodying it. And then something remarkable happens. Silence becomes your teacher. Stillness becomes your validation. You no longer need to prove that you've changed, because peace itself becomes your proof. When you no longer defend who you are becoming, you know the transformation is real. This is identity evolution in motion. The universe doesn't rush it. It just removes the layers that no longer match your frequency. You'll begin to notice moments of déjà vu, situations that look familiar but feel entirely different this time. That's not coincidence, it's mastery. Life is giving you a familiar stage so you can finally act from wisdom instead of habit. And when you do, when you respond from awareness instead of old wounds, that's when the energetic contract closes. Lesson complete. Don't be surprised if people from your past suddenly reappear around this time. A text, a call, a passing thought. These reactivations aren't random. This moon acts like a magnet for unfinished soul business, but it's not pulling you backward, it's offering closure. Every person who re-enters your orbit now carries a message. Some return to apologize, some to test your boundaries, and some simply to reflect how far you've come. Whether you engage or not doesn't matter. The point is that you face them from your higher self, not your old self. You may even find that you feel nothing when they appear. That numbness isn't apathy, it's freedom. The energetic cords that once drained you have finally detached. You no longer need to revisit the story. You've rewritten it by growing beyond its vibration. Others might return to your life seeking reconciliation, but you'll realize that closure doesn't always come through conversation. Sometimes it comes through calm detachment, that moment when you recognize there's nothing left to fix, only gratitude left to feel. Remember, not everyone reappears to stay. Some come to deliver their final line and exit gracefully. And sometimes you are the one who steps into someone else's life as their closing chapter. You may be the mirror they need to confront who they used to be. You may unknowingly serve as the catalyst for their healing, a reminder that evolution is real. Soul contracts aren't dramatic, they're divine choreography. Some connections end not from failure, but from completion. They end when the purpose has been fulfilled, when the exchange is energetically balanced, when both souls have taken what they were meant to learn. The supermoon amplifies that process, calling in what's unfinished, not to reopen wounds, but to seal them. You are not being dragged into the past. You are being given the chance to graduate from it. The universe is handing you the last threads of yesterday so you can weave them into wisdom. It's saying, you no longer need to carry this weight. You are ready to walk lighter, and as this moon shines brighter, so does your discernment. You'll start to notice the difference between closure and connection, between returning and repeating. The lesson will crystallize. You don't grow by outrunning your past. You grow by out-choosing it. Each decision you make now, each moment of awareness, is a declaration of freedom. This is the power of lunar illumination. It doesn't just show you who you are. It reveals who you're no longer pretending to be. And when that illusion finally breaks, you'll realize that nothing has been taken from you. Only the false has fallen away. The final supermoon doesn't flatter illusions, it confronts them. It pulls every mask from the face of false peace and asks only one question: is this real? This energy isn't here to comfort your ego, it's here to cleanse it. For many, this will feel like exposure, not because the universe is cruel, but because truth has outgrown your excuses. You can't fake alignment anymore. You can't keep calling avoidance healing. The light is too strong for shadows to hide in it. If your world feels like it's falling apart, it isn't punishment, it's purification. The divine is removing everything that was built on pretending. Relationships, beliefs, habits, anything not rooted in honesty is dissolving. This is mercy disguised as discomfort. Pretending was heavy. Truth is light. The moon isn't breaking you down. It's freeing you from false versions of yourself. Let it. Don't resist the mirror. Every crack in your image is a doorway to authenticity. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest. You rise faster when you stop performing strength and start admitting where you still need grace. The ones who thrive through this shift aren't flawless. They're humble. They say, "I'm still learning." And the universe rushes to meet them with wisdom. And then, once illusion falls, silence takes over. Not emptiness, but sacred recalibration. You'll feel detached from old patterns, as if the life you used to live no longer fits. That's not loss, that's evolution. The universe pauses the ones it's about to accelerate. When things slow down, it's because you're being aligned with the correct timeline. If you feel still, don't force motion. This is where peace replaces pressure. Old motivations built on fear are dissolving. You no longer need urgency, you need alignment. The stillness you're in is holy ground, your system reorganizing to match the life you prayed for. You're not lost, you're being recoded. Every cell, every thought, every habit is learning to operate in truth. And once the noise fades, you'll realize nothing fell apart. Everything false simply fell away. The light has remembered your name. And now you remember who you really are.